Basta kay Sir Rojan, ibang klase. Let's go! Ayan. So, tapos yan ang panoorin yung lecture video natin tungkol sa predetermined overhead rate. So, ngayon naman, magsasagot tayo ng mga problems related pa rin sa predetermined overhead rate. Okay, so may nihanda akong tatlong problems para at least ma-practice ninyo kung ano yung napag-aralan natin sa overhead. Okay, so first problem natin, Anime Automotive Accessories applies overhead using a predetermined overhead rate. The rate is 200% of direct labor cost during the first 3 months of the current year. Actual costs incurred were as follows. So, meron tayong predetermined overhead rate daw na ginagamit. Okay? Ang rate natin is 200% of direct labor cost. Tapos ito daw yung mga actual cost. First, you have direct labor cost of January 280,000, February 265, and March 270. Tapos ito yung actual overhead niyang nire-record. Kumbaga sa atin, yung actual niya, nakalagay dito sa left side yan. Actual, and then the right side, ito yung applied natin, di ba? Okay? First question, what amount of overhead was applied to production in each of the 3 months? So tinatanong sa atin, magkano ang overhead na in-apply for each month? So di ba, paano nga natin kukumpitin ng applied overhead? So ang applied overhead is equal to yung predetermined overhead rate multiplied yung actual activity. Yung actual activity. Yan. Yung predetermined overhead rate multiplied by the actual activity. Itong predetermined overhead rate mo, makukompute mo yan, yung budgeted overhead cost divided by budgeted activity. Kaya lang, binigay na sa atin dito, yung kanyang overhead rate daw, na-compute na niya, overhead rate is 200% ng direct labor cost. So ngayon, ang actual activity natin, ito yung actual cost of direct labor. Then we'll just have to multiply it with the predetermined overhead rate. So, ilatag ko lang muna yung actual overhead ng January, February, tsaka March. You have 540, 520, and also 520. And then, kukumpitin natin yung applied overhead. Applied overhead. For January, ang kanyang predetermined overhead rate, 200% yan lahat. Okay? Yan yung ating formula eh. Predetermined overhead rate, ino-compute na ng problem, binigay na sa atin. Times actual activity. Ano ngayon yung activity na gagamitin natin? Since ang rate natin is based on direct labor cost, yung actual activity rin dapat natin is based on direct labor cost. So kung ano yung actual cost ng direct labor, yun ang i-multiply natin sa predetermined overhead rate. So 200% times 280,000, that is 560. Okay? And then for February, 265,000 times 2, that is 530 pesos. Pesos yan, ha? And then 200% times 270. That is 540. So ito na yung sagot natin sa letter A. Yan. Ito yung applied overhead natin. Yung predetermined overhead rate na binigay na sa atin, na-compute na ng problem, 200%. Since ang rate niya is based on direct labor cost, kunin mo yung actual direct labor cost. Doon mo multiply yung overhead rate. Letter B, what was the under-applied or over-applied overhead for each of the 3 months and for the first quarter? So, last video, pinag-usapan natin, how do we know whether it is over or under? Tatandaan natin, pag mas malaki yung in-apply mo, obviously, over yun. Pag mas maliit yung in-apply mo, under yun. Mas malaki yung actual sa applied, so under yun. Yan. So, dito, tingnan lang natin kung siya by over or under. I-compare natin yung actual tsaka yung applied. So applied natin is 560, actual is 540, therefore mas malaki yung applied. That is over applied by 20,000. Over applied by 20,000. Difference yung dalawa. Next, February, actual is 520, applied is 530, still over applied. Over applied by 10,000. And then lastly, March 520, applied 540, mas malaki pa din yung over apply natin. So over applied by 20,000 din. So that is for each of the 3 months. And for the first quarter, kung merong under na isa dyan, kukunin mo yung neto ng dalawa. Kung mas malaki yung over sa under, di over yan. Kung mas malaki yung under sa over, di under yan. And since lahat ay over, pag-adin-adin lang natin yan. So over applied by 50,000. Yan. O kung gusto naman ninyo, i-total natin yung actual tsaka yung applied. So that is 540 plus 520 plus 520. You have 1,580,000. Actual overhead. Applied is 560 plus 530 plus 540. You have 1,630,000. So mas malaki pa rin talaga yung applied. So 1,630 minus 1,580. You have 50,000 over applied. So sa simple problem, tatandaan natin na kung ano yung basis ng predetermined overhead rate, doon mo i-multiply sa actual activity niya. So since ang rate natin is based on direct labor cost, yung actual activity should also be based on direct labor cost, pero actual. So para makuha mo yung applied. Okay? So goods tayo dito. So yeah, sana naintindihan natin yung first problem. Ulitin mo lang para at least masundan mo siya. Okay? Ayan. Next problem. RA Manufacturing prepared the following 2024 overhead budget for machine hours. Budgeted machine hours, 40,000 machine hours. Manufacturing overhead, 320,000. So ito yung kanilang for the year. Okay? So for the year. Kasi 2024 daw eh. Each product requires 4 hours of machine time and the company expects to produce 10,000 units in 2024. Production is expected to be evenly distributed throughout the year. First question, calculate predetermined overhead rate using the basis of application. Number 1, units of production, and number 2, machine hours. So for number 1, letter A, pinapakompute sa atin yung predetermined overhead rate. Unlike kanina sa problem number 1, binigay na yung predetermined overhead rate which is 200% based on direct labor cost. Dito hindi pa. So we have to compute. Ano nga ba formula natin ng predetermined overhead rate? Yung ating budgeted overhead cost of a specific activity, okay? Of a specific activity divided by budgeted volume of activity. Yung specific activity na yan, katulad nung nasa numerator mo. So tatandaan natin, yung numerator is always peso. Tapos ito ay quantity. Or pwede namang quantity, pwedeng cost. Depende yan. Basta peso lagi yung ating numerator. Kagaya nito, may dalawang basis ng computation ng predetermined overhead rate. What if ang gagamitin natin is units of production. So if units of production ang ginamit mo, as basis of predetermined overhead rate, edi yung inyong overhead na 320,000, ang basis mo is units. So sabi dito, the company expects to produce 10,000. Edi yun yung expected volume of activity natin. Okay? So that is divided by 10,000 units. So if you're going to use units of production as a basis of predetermined overhead rate, your predetermined overhead rate is equal to 320 divided by 10,000. That's 32 pesos per unit. Eh, dito yung sagot mo. Ngayon, kung ang basis mo naman ng overhead rate is based on machine hours, still, yung 320 mo, okay, divided by 40,000. Kasi yun yung budgeted machine hours daw. So that's equivalent to 320 divided by 40. Therefore, yung predetermined overhead rate mo is equal to 8 pesos per machine hour. Hindi siya per unit, per machine hour. Kasi ang ginamit mo ay machine hours. So ito na yung sagot mo for letter A. based on units of production and based on machine hours. Okay? So, tatandaan natin yung formula ng predetermined overhead rate. Hindi kasi katulad dun sa number 1, given na siya. So, hindi natin siya kinompute, yung PIDO. Okay? Next, letter B. O yan, pinapakompute sa atin yung over or under applied. What is the under over applied? Assuming B.1 that the actual overhead cost is 300,000 and that RA Manufacturing applies overhead using machine hours with actual machine hours of 35,000. And B.2 that the actual overhead cost is 300,000 and that RA Manufacturing applies overhead using number of units produced with actual production of 11,000. So ito na ngayon yung application of overhead rate mo. Okay? Yan. So yung pag-apply mo, applied overhead is equal to predetermined overhead rate times actual activity related to the predetermined overhead rate. So kung ang gagamitin natin sa B.1 is machine hours, kung ang ating application is based on machine hours, edi yung na-compute nating predetermined overhead rate is 8 pesos. So 8 pesos. So therefore, your actual overhead, your applied overhead is equal to 8 pesos times yung actual machine hours mo of 35,000. Therefore, that is 8 times 35, 280,000. Okay? So ngayon, yung actual mo, which is 300,000, and then yung applied mo, which is 280,000, mas malaki yung actual sa applied, under-applied ka. Under-applied by 20,000. Kasi mas malaki yung actual sa applied. Kinulang yung applied mo. So, under-applied ka. Okay? So, nagigets na natin, no? Yan. B.2, the actual overhead cost is 300,000. Tapos, yung kanyang application is using number of units produced. So, number of units produced. Number of units produced. So, yung ating computation kanina based on number of units produced is 32 pesos. So, 32 pesos. So, again, yung applied overhead mo is equal to predetermined overhead rate of 32 pesos times your actual units of, hindi pala to machine, hindi pala to peso. Yan, tanggalin natin yan. Yan. That's machine hours. So, 32 pesos times 11,000 units. So, pansinin natin, ano, hindi parehas yung ginamit mong actual. Kasi yung actual activity, depende yan kung anong ginamit mong basis ng overhead rate. Ang ginamit nating basis ng overhead rate dito sa 8 pesos is machine hours. So, therefore, yung actual mo ay dapat machine hours din. Para pareha sila. Dito, ang ginamit mong basis ng overhead rate is units of production. Therefore, yung actual activity mo dapat is units of production din. So 32 pesos times 11,000, 32 times 11 is equal to 352 pesos. Yan yung applied. So yung actual mo, 300,000. Then yung applied mo, 352,000. So compare natin yung dalawa. Mas malaki yung applied. So over applied by 52,000 pesos. Ayan. So maganda tong problem na to, no? Kasi kinompute muna natin yung overhead rate ng dalawang basis of basis natin. Then, in-apply natin siya using the rate na kinompute natin sa letter A. Okay? So, I hope na nasundan tayo. Again, ulit-ulitin nyo lang yung video para at least makasunod ka. Ayan. So, dalawang problem na tayo. Last one. At the end of 2024, Michael Jackstone Company's accounts showed a 76,000 credit balance in manufacturing overhead control. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Yung manufacturing overhead control daw natin ay merong 76,000 balance. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung actual mo, yung applied mo, alin ang mas malaki? Yung applied. So meron tayong over applied. So dahil ang ating manufacturing overhead is a nominal account or temporary account, temporary or nominal, kailangan mo siyang i-close. Lahat ng temporary, lahat ng nominal, kino-close natin to. Yan. Pero saan? Papasok na dyan yung kasunod natin tanong. Sabi nga sa last video natin, yung bang over or under applied is immaterial or material? Mag-iiba yung journal entry natin. So, ang tanong na sa letter A at sa letter B, prepare the necessary journal entry to close the overhead account kasi nga siya yung nominal or temporary. So kapag immaterial, letter A, immaterial, saan ang punta nan? Tama. Punta yan lahat sa cost of goods sold or COGS natin. So therefore, dahil credit balance yan, gagawin mong debit para magsarado siya. So debit, manufacturing overhead control account, 76,000. Then credit, COGS, 76,000 pesos. Yan. So that is again if the over under is immaterial. Nasasarado mo siya. Sa COGS lang. Letter B, if material, various. Ano yung various? Eh di itong work in process, itong si finished goods at saka si COGS, maghahati-hati sila. Paano? Prorata. Ibig sabihin, based on balances nila. Hindi kasama ang raw materials dahil hindi ka pa naman nagsisimula mag-produce dun sa raw materials. Okay? Ang manufacturing overhead naman kasi magkakaroon ka lang yan kapag nag-start ka na mag-produce. Okay? So again, dahil credit balance yan, ide-debit mo. Debit, manufacturing overhead control, 76,000. Credit work in process, finished goods, at saka cost of goods sold. Pero papaano? Ay di kunin mo yung total itong tatlo, 384 plus 96 plus 720, that's equal to 1,200,000. Then kunin mo lang yung percentage nila, no? 384 divide 1,200,000, that is 32%. 96 divide 1,200,000, that is 8%. So I'm assuming this is 60%. 720 divide 1 to 1,200,000, 60%. And then, multiply natin dun sa 76,000. 32,000, 32% times 76,000, 24,320, 8% times 76,000, 6,080, and then 60% times 76,000, 45,600. Okay? So double check natin. 24,320, 6,080, and then 45,600. 76,000. So ito yung ating journal entry kapag yung overhead is considered to be material. Okay? So, nakatatlong problems tayo, no? Like regarding sa overhead. So I hope mas na intindihan natin siya, no? Kasi medyo nakakalito naman talaga yung overhead. So yun lang. If meron kayong gustong i-share or ikwento or i-comment, feel free to put that in our comment section. So yun lamang at thank you sa ating panonood. Ingat kayo palagi. Bye-bye!